If you are really interested in learning how to cage and mold a bustier, proper caging and proper molding that it will stand and give you that very structured effect, watch this video from beginning till the end. In this tutorial, I'll be teaching you the best and easiest method to cage a bustier and also how to flesh and mold a bustier in a way that it will give you that very structured effect. My name is Olata saying in case this is the first time you are seeing my channel, and you're welcome to all my returning subscribers, you're also welcome. So if you've ever wondered how people cage their bustier in a way that it stands like this, even without padding, just caging and molding and fleshing, this tutorial is for you because I'm going to be breaking it down step by step in this particular tutorial. In case you are new here, please consider subscribing and turn on the notification bell so that you'll be notified the next I upload a new tutorial on this channel. So I'll start this tutorial with how to perfectly cage a bustier. The thing is, you don't necessarily have to pad your princess that before you cage. Now in my case, I did just 2 layers of stay, so I interfaced my fabric with just 2 layers of stay. And you know there are steps to caging a bustier. There is a first line to take and then the second line. You don't just cage it anyhow. Now I started my caging with the base of the bustier. I caged the down first, then I moved to caging the up. It's after you are done caging the up that you now cage the middle, as you can see in the video. So after caging the middle, you can now start adding the short ones that will be in between. So the first one I'll add is on one side on the nipple to nipple, and then on the other side of the nipple to nipple. Then I'll be adding to the middle, and then I'll be adding to the 2 sides at the middle, as you can see in the video. So it is that simple. You just have to follow the steps. You don't just cage anyhow. There's a first line to take, and then the second one, and then the third one, like that. If you do it correctly, as I've mentioned in the video, your caged bustier will come out perfect and not flat, because a lot of people complain that after caging their bustier used to come out flat. If you've done it step by step, like I've said in this video, it will not come out flat. You can see the way mine is coming out after caging, and like I said earlier, this is just 2 layers of stay. I did not put any form of wadding or breast pad at all. I just caged it properly. I took the step I'm supposed to take at a particular time. So the down first, then the up, then the middle, and then in between. So what is next is to start fleshing. To flesh a bustier perfectly, you'll be needing hemming gum, and then you'll be needing fiber. I'm using this wide hemming gum, but if you don't have this wide hemming gum, you can as well still use that slim hemming gum. You just cut the quantity that you want. And I'm putting this bust arm underneath so that when I'm pressing it, it will not press it down, it will still be up. So you are going to place hemming gum on every part that you want your fiber to cover, which is what I'm doing in this video. Make sure that the hemming gum goes round. And this fiber, this is like 1-inch fiber. You know, this fiber you can get ½ inch, you can get 1 inch, there's even 2 inches. So the one you'll be using depends on how fleshy you want your bustier to be. I bought the 1 inch, but I still shared it into two, like I splitted it into two first. Although I'll be using it as 1 inch, but I opened it so that I can still put hemming gum in between. Like now, I've opened this 1 inch. This is ½ inch thick now. Then I'm going to be fleshing it very well. Make sure that you steam, like your iron is steaming. If your iron is not steaming, make sure that you pour water on it so that the fiber can stick down on the hemming gum very well. Like the hemming gum can stick the fiber to the fabric very well. So flesh it very well, and as you are fleshing, you are molding. Molding is when that bust arm is underneath, and then you are trying to mold it to the shape of the bust. Don't press it in a way that it will go out of shape, and make sure that this bust arm is underneath while you are fleshing. So press it very well and make sure that you steam, just like I said earlier. And when I was done with this first layer, I still proceeded to putting another hemming gum and putting the second layer of the fiber. It's not as if you can't put the 1 inch at once to press with that one layer of hemming gum, but I just prefer to do it this way because it makes it stick down very well. If it was just one layer of hemming gum that I put on my fabric and then I used that 1 inch thick fiber, it will flesh very well. But if you do it this way, I'm doing this the second time now, like I'm putting the hemming gum the second time, and I'll now take the remaining ½ inch fiber and place it on top of it and press it again very well. This is still the same 1 inch fiber. You know that fiber you can can split it open, which was what I did earlier. Like I said earlier, it's not as if you cannot use it straight as 1 inch, but I prefer to do it this way so that the hemming gum can be in between the 1 inch. It won't be just under, it will be under and it will be in between the 1 inch, which is what I will advise you to do so that it can flesh very well and it can mold very well. So as you are fleshing, you are molding. Don't press it in a way that it will your bust will go like the cup will go out of shape. Make sure that you are doing this on a bust arm and you are fleshing and molding very very well. If at this point you are still with me and you've not subscribed, please consider subscribing and don't just subscribe. Turn on the notification bell so that you'll be notified next time I upload a new tutorial on this channel. So when you are done fleshing and molding, take out the bust arm and then if there is any place you need to add additional hemming gum, just go ahead and press it very very well so that the fiber can stick down to your fabric very well so that it can give you that very structured and caged effect. And you trim out all the excess fiber that you don't need. Just trim it out the way I'm doing in the video. And in case you want more flesh, if you want it fleshier than this, you can still proceed to putting another hemming gum, another layer of hemming gum, and then another layer of fiber. It depends on what you want, but for me it's okay like this. So when you are done doing all of this, you'll be using your stay to conceal all of the fiber and the hemming gum. So you'll be placing stay on it the way I just did, and you put your bust arm back. Gum the stay on the bust region very well. Make sure that the stay gums to the fiber. Like I said earlier, make sure you are steaming. If your iron is not steaming, just pour water on top of it and then you trim out the excess stay that you don't want. Now you'll be concealing it with the second layer of stay. You'll be putting this stay twice. You can even go ahead to do it 3 times, but I did mine twice. And like I said, make sure that you are molding as you are fleshing. Make sure there is a bust arm underneath the cup while you are fleshing, and when you are done you will take out the bust arm and you're going to be pressing the under bust very well. You fold it and you press it very very well. So when I was done doing this, look at how structured my caged and molded bustier is looking like, and the depth of this cup, the depth of this cup is a lot. It's for a very very busty person. Another thing with getting the perfect results for this bust caging and molding is from the way you draft your bustier. It starts with the drafting. If you drafted your bustier very well, your bustier will come out perfect and structured after fleshing and molding. So it's not just the fleshing and molding, honestly. It starts with the drafting and from the cutting as well. So if you've drafted a perfect bustier and you cut out a perfect bustier, there is no how you cage it and then it will be flat. I'm saying this because a lot of people complain that caging their bustier used to make their bustier flat. It's not the caging, it's the way you drafted it and the way you cut it. There's something wrong with your drafting and with your cutting. So when I was done, this is what mine is looking like. And for the actual fabric, I just did one layer of stay and then I used it to cover the lining. You know that it's the lining that you cage definitely. So it's the lining that we've been caging and we've been fleshing and we've been molding. This is the actual fabric and this is what it's looking like when I was done with the caging, the fleshing and the molding. If after watching this tutorial you still did not get this structured effect, or you tried it and yours is not coming out as structured and perfect as this, then the issue might be from your drafting and your cutting. It might not just be from your caging and your molding. And the good news is I have a paid class on how to perfectly and properly draft a princess dart bustier, how to cut a princess dart bustier that will give you this perfect and structured effect that you desire. If you are interested in this class, you can send me a DM on my TikTok or on my Instagram. My handles are currently showing on your screen. So when I was done turning my neckline, this is what my caged and fleshed bustier is looking like. There is no form of breast pad whatsoever in this bustier and it's giving me the standing effect. If you've tried from this tutorial and you are still not getting it, I would advise that you join that my paid class. Just send me a DM on Instagram or on TikTok. My handles are currently showing on the screen. And in case you have any question regarding this tutorial, please ask me down in the comment section. I'll be more than willing to welcome and answer all of your questions. If you are still with me at this point and you still not subscribed, consider subscribing, and do not just subscribe, turn on the notification bell so that you'll be notified next time I upload a new tutorial on this channel. This is the back panel of this dress because on this channel in this December I want to be uploading sewing tutorials on daily basis, so you should click on that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so that you'll be notified when next I upload on this channel. And this is the lower part of the dress. This is what my fleshed and caged bustier is looking like on the front panel of this dress. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next tutorial. You can see how standing this bustier is, how structured this bustier is. Don't forget to send that DM if after watching this tutorial you still don't understand. Send me